Hello and welcome back to Emily Cat 176. This is another taste of the arts in Melbourne, and today I'm going to be talking about jazz. So in Melbourne there'd be so many bowling clubs, cafes, etc. that have like a few musicians in, normally on a Sunday afternoon or Friday night, to play jazz. So that's right through Melbourne that happens. But we've actually got jazz clubs. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Paris Cat, the Paris Cat Jazz Club. pariscat.com.au. Now if you're interested in going there, definitely check that website, because I checked on Thursday. Today is Saturday. I checked on Thursday. On the 14th of the 6th, Cannonball featuring Emma Gilmartin. And there were 2 tickets left. Sold out on Saturday. On the 17th of the 6th, Judith Owen featuring the Gentlemen Callers on Thursday had 4 tickets. It's now sold out. And the same show next week is also sold out. Nina Ferro and the Gold Standard. Oh, I didn't write the date down for that. But there were 8 tickets on Thursday. There are now 5. So especially with that, because that's a very busy jazz club. I think it's off Bourke Street in the city. I have been there before, but I can't remember exactly. But that one in particular, always check the website because the shows sell out very quickly. So we also have Bird's Basement. birdsbasement.com. On the 18th of the 6th, the Harmonics Experience. And on the 20th of the 6th, Mick Thomas and the Roving Commission. Some of these jazz groups have got good names. That's in the city. The Jazz Lab, jazzlab.com.au. That's in Brunswick. That's an inner city. That's an inner city suburb of Melbourne. 17th of the 6th, the Gianni Marinucas Sextet. That's in Bennett's Lane, Brunswick. The Rooks Return, that's Brunswick Street, Fitzroy. therooksreturn.com.au. They have a house jazz band called the Rookies that plays every week. So if you just want to go and just listen to some house jazz, that's the place to go. The Counts performing set, it's in Monash Uni Clayton. That's under monash.edu. I didn't find anything there, but they do have jazz there. Then we have Uptown Jazz Cafe, uptownjazzcafe.com in Fitzroy. They have live music 4 nights a week. So again, you would look at that website and you would check out anything that you might be interested in. The Lido Jazz Room is in Hawthorne. lidocinemas.com.au is their website, and they have live musicians every Saturday. So that'll be every Saturday night. Then we have 303 Northcote, and that is Northcote, the suburb of Northcote. 303.net.au. It's not defined as a jazz club as such, but they do have a lot of jazz musicians there. And then the other one I want to talk to you about, it's not in Melbourne, but it's still in Victoria, is the Wangaratta Festival of Jazz and Blues, which this year is on the 31st of October till the 3rd of the 11th. And for anyone who's wondering what that is, that's the Melbourne Cup long weekend. wangjazzblues.com.au. Now, before COVID, I went up there 3, maybe 4, even 5 years. It's a great festival. It's a great festival. We stayed in a private house. It actually stopped for a few years, but it came back last year, and hopefully it will continue because it was a great show. I saw EST perform at the Wangaratta Jazz Festival. That was the best thing I'd ever seen. It was brilliant. And of course it was very sad to read a few years later that Esbjorn Svensson trio, Esbjorn Svensson had died tragically in a scuba diving accident in Sweden. Because I can remember him saying how far it was from Sweden, and it is. Wangaratta is probably, 3 hours from Melbourne? So they'd flown from Sweden and then done 3 hours up to Wangaratta. That was the best thing I'd ever seen. So, as I said, if you would like a weekend away, definitely have a look at that one. The blues tent was it used to be down on the river. I don't know if it still is, because I can still remember the night we were there and it was raining and the river was going up and up and up, and I'm thinking, are we going to get flooded out, But it's a good thing for the town, and you hear good musicians. I saw Collard Greens and Gravy there too one year in one of the pubs, and that was really hopping along, that one. It was really good. So that's just a taste of the jazz clubs we've got. Of course, there used to be Dizzy's in Richmond, but that closed down. That was a good one. I used to go there quite regularly, but that's closed down. So with all that, you've got the websites, and as I said, if you are interested in jazz at all, I give the websites, especially Paris Cat. You've got no idea how popular that club is, and as I said, they have the best website because it is up to date. And as I said, I just looked before I filmed this, and there's probably tickets gone while I'm filming this. So hopefully you find something to see. As I said, I'm not a real true blue jazz lover. I don't mind it. I have to admit personally, and you might disagree with me, I think jazz works best when there's trios. I like trio bands, 3 members. I do like them, and I think they work especially well in jazz. So that's it for this week. I hope you are enjoying these videos, and I hope you're finding something to see. Okay, so I'll be back soon. Bye.